With my 2 feet on the ground, if I can touch a horse, it puts me 6 feet on the ground. And that ability to draw me to the ground keeps me from being in a state of anxiety or a struggle that many people often know too well. Here, the therapists, theoretically, are the horses. Enough? I was that kid that lived and breathed horses. I never got a horse. But my allowance and everything I spent when I was a kid was buying stuff. I had buckets, I had poo forks, I had bridles, I had saddles. I had all kinds of things, and I refinished the saddles getting ready for that day. Well, that day didn't come when I was a kid, and I guess I kind of forgot about it. Always reaching out when I could to be around horses, but you know, I became a registered nurse, I moved out west. I got back into it again just as I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. I met a girl and she had a couple of horses and we went riding a couple of times, and it just lit a fire in me again that I hadn't known in a long time. In 2001, I became involved with a local horse in Rossland. So that was Mingo, and his owners were going away for a year, and I said, oh, I'll happily become involved with this horse. And I did, and it changed my life. All around the same time, I was part of an incident at work as a registered nurse in the operating room that gave me PTSD. And when I got involved with Mingo, I was petrified to go anywhere or ride or anything, because my classic PTSD at the time was that something was going to happen to me that prevented me from being a mother to my daughter. We would just walk together and I would have my hand on him, and we'd make a deal that I'd walk 20 steps into a trail and I'd get 20 steps, so we'd count. And I would be walking with him. And then the next time we'd do 30, and then the next time we'd do 40. And I came around from that to be able to start riding a little bit. And then I had a physical injury at work. I had a back injury. I was a nurse. It's common. And then I couldn't ride again. And the day I got hurt at work, the physical injury at work, was the day I exchanged the money to buy him. And so he became mine. I was 34 years old. So I was that kid that finally got it at 34 years old. Brings tears to my eyes. I didn't ride him much because I was injured, and part of the relationship that we had was based on not riding. That's what brought me to doing equine assisted learning, because fast forward several years when my career was done, I thought, well, if I can't ride, but the value of the relationship that we have with the horses is so strong and so powerful, how can I bring that to other people without the expectation of having riding be the end goal? And the horses here are the teachers. We, as trained facilitators, will look for the cues from the horses that suggest to us that we should come into a situation to make easy a learning objective. But the opportunity for us as trained facilitators is to back out when we're not required and to let the horse do it. And they do. Naturally, their power and their being and their majestic-like bodies, people gravitate to them. And when they find success, they lead a horse, they do an obstacle or something like that, they find success, they find the reward themselves that doesn't come from another human. And so they're more likely to reproduce that when they deal with other humans. Did you guys practice a lot of body language? Yes. Giving back is very important. I mean, I became a nurse because I wanted to care for people and be part of that. And my career was cut extremely short. I found my place. I found my way back to riding, and I'm so grateful. It's my happy place.